Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, uh, you know, uh, this is a price ladder, Tesla price ladder. I've got my candle chart up here so that you can hopefully see the numbers better. What you want to zero in on is like this 164 right there and that 231 on the buy side. These are sells over here, and these are buys. And it's extremely important because this 226 right here, when it blinks off, that was 26,000 shares. Here's 17,600 buying. Here's 10,800 selling. 19,700 selling. 19,400 going to sell. And each time they blink, here's the spread between the buying and the selling, okay? And the title of my little program here is, when do the billionaires trade Tesla? And I'll make a note here. I'm on my computer, Thinkorswim margin account, and it shows up here. But note, it does not show up on your Thinkorswim app on your phone at all. At all. First time I seen them doing this was yesterday. From 3 a.m. They start at exactly 3 a.m. and they do it until exactly 4 a.m. Okay, let's see. I don't think we're supposed to see this. I really don't. Recently, Thinkorswim went 24-hour trading for a select few, and they call it a pilot program. Prior to that, candles did not form after 8 o'clock at night. Your candles and your graphs and all your stuff you will look at in your charting. But now, since they changed that, the candles form 24 hours a day, from 8 p.m. Sunday night until 8 p.m. Friday, round the clock, Eastern time, and so you can watch the candles form. Albeit, if you were looking at your price ladder, you're very likely not going to see any movement. Usually from around midnight to 3 a.m. they're not showing these numbers. Okay, there was just 41,000 something shares that disappeared, and when they disappear, if it's a 1, it's 100. Okay, this is big money you're looking at here. There's 41,500 shares right there. There's selling. Okay, here's 16,700 shares that's buying. Okay, now I watched this last night for the first time, and they literally got to where they were doing 4 digits with the 7 at the beginning. That's 700,000 shares in a blink. Grandpa watches the blinking, okay? And I just thought you'd find this interesting. So if you put your computer on, get out of bed at 3 a.m., and get your active trader price ladder up, you can watch what these guys are doing. Um, I find it very interesting. So, so like I say, they start at 3 a.m. doing this, and they do it for 1 hour. And, I don't think the billionaires are up placing their own orders or anything like that. They've got brokerages doing their trades for them, obviously. The big guys, the big guys. Uh, okay, and let's see. I would venture that most, if not all, will be winners. All of them, the buys and the longs. In Tesla, when you have a stock that moves 20, 30, up to $50 in a day, I think they can turn all these big guys into winners. I'd say the majority of them are. Uh, Now, the good news is regular retail traders are supposed to be able to start trading 24 hours along with this pilot program they got going here. They say they want to get the bugs out of the system to help us. Yep, I believe they want to help us. Uh, uh, a lot. I think they might be trying to figure out how they're going to take care of their 1 hour a day from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern um, when they have all this monstrous trading going on day after day. Because if they have regular traders in here and they have this going on with these big numbers, I almost panicked when I seen it yesterday. I mean, literally, there were many times. I've been watching it here for the last hour. We got 6 minutes left of them playing this game. Excuse me. They're doing 60. They did 60,000 shares. When it blinks up, there's 74,700 shorting. There was another 68,000. 60,000 right there, 15,000 buying, and they're filling them. When they disappear, they're gone. This is close to the price point here. The price right now is about 338 approximately of Tesla. I could tell you. Pretty close, 337.77 on the top side. That's what it is. Yeah, look at them go. 19,100 shares, 22,000 shares, 10,000 shares. That's a small one. I mean, it's mind-boggling what they're doing here. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to manage to hide this from us when we trade 24 hours a day, if they allow us to. 60,000 shares short right here. It's just monstrous what they're doing. And you got to look at it like this. If you're a billionaire, there's people that have billions and billions of dollars, and they want to trade Tesla and other markets. I'm sure this goes on in other big stocks, not just Tesla. I only trade Tesla, so I don't care what they do with Apple or the rest of them, or the SPY or QQQ, but I'm pretty confident that they're probably doing the same thing there. Maybe I'll do a live stream on it some morning and try some different tickers for you, but I'm not going to today. So 43,800 shorts just filled. When it disappears, it's filling. That's the way it is. 23,100 waiting to go, and they're 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 clicking them off. Uh, last Friday, watching the blinking, I watched them short approximately 90 million shares at a price point of 359.90, and I should have ran with it short on Monday. That was my plan. I took my short sell out 3 minutes before 7. Huge mistake, because when they do a big deal like that, 90 million shares plus approximately is what I watched them do in the blinking, and that was during the regular day. You know, very rare you get to see that. It was over a year since I seen it the last time. And last time they did it, it dropped $50. And they always have some crazy news comes out with it. In this one, and this is speculation only, of course, on Grandpa's part, conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call it. But the news that came out that I believe crashed Tesla from the 360s to where we're at right now, and probably going to go lower yet, is Governor Newsom came out yesterday and said that, what did he exactly say? He said, California is going to exclude Tesla from the ED consumer rebates under a California proposal. Subsidies. You know, he's going to, if Trump and Elon go through with their promise to remove the $7,500 federal EV subsidies for Tesla. Okay, now it's 4 a.m. and all the big numbers disappeared, and we've gone back to what you would call normal trading. Here you have 100 shares, there's 100 shares, and the big guys are done for the day. It's 4 a.m. Eastern time, and at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, you'll get to see the big guys play. They play for 1 hour exactly, and then it reverts to regular trading, which is pretty bizarre in the first place in Tesla. Okay, so Governor Newsom in California doesn't like it that Trump and Elon are going to remove that federal subsidy for EVs. Elon's for it, and he's the EV maker, the biggest one in the U.S. Now, I've watched several live streams on Lucid and Rivian, and the effect that, President Biden put that subsidy in effect approximately 2 years ago, giving $7,500 off on anybody buying an EV type of deal. And but Elon wants it removed. Trump wants it removed. He campaigned on it. He absolutely don't want to. I'm having a hard time keeping my chart on this thing as it drops in price. They're taking us down here a bit. We're at the 335.80 area. So Governor Newsom says that he's going to put in a EV subsidy, but that Tesla will be excluded from it. They won't get the subsidy, and so the result was Rivian stock just ripped higher, just took off like crazy, and of course Tesla dropped, and now I was a little bit upset and got a little self-righteous yesterday when I heard this, and I thought, well, I'm better than that, but really, truthfully, I'm not. This is only speculation on Grandpa's part or Grandpa's opinion, possibly, but here's the thing. The guy that did the 90 million short, the billionaire or whoever it was that did the 90 million shares short up at 359.90, and then what do they call that? Conspiracy theory? Maybe Grandpa's doing conspiracy theory here. I think so. So the conspiracy theory that Grandpa has is that maybe they had a deal worked out where they come out with the news that Tesla's going to be excluded, Rivian's going to be included, the stock drops. How much have they already made on 90 million shares plus? Wonder what if there was a kickback. Well, that would be illegal. Well, I'll tell you what. I would have probably put the news out about the EV deal if I was the governor of California. I'd have probably done it for a measly $1 million. But I bet the payout was in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Grandpa's opinion. And Grandpa's just talking conspiracy theory here. You decide. Yeah, I don't know. And it's bad enough we're playing against a supercomputer. Yeah, we're playing against a supercomputer designed to take your money. My oldest son, he pleaded with me to go short, because I seen it before, and I'll tell you what threw me off was when yesterday I watched him from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. doing in hundreds of thousands per blink was not uncommon yesterday, and from 3 a.m. Eastern to 4 a.m. is when they do it, and 70,000 a blink, 50,000 a blink. Shares, not dollars, shares. It's just the numbers are so big Grandpa's brain can't get around it. There's a game going on within the game here. I don't know how they're going to hide that from us, but I'm pretty sure they will. But before we get to play round the clock, because here during regular time we got a short of 100. That was 158,000 shares. There it is. Well, that one's 15,700. 15,700 shares shorting right there. Right at 238.30 area. That's some big numbers. But and that's during the normal. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to play with those big guys. They don't go nowhere fast. I will give them that. They just play back and forth in a set area pretty much within $10 and pound at each other. And like I say, I in my opinion, both sides will be winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa's no better than these politicians. I'm no better. I gotta quit putting people down. I gotta try to be a better person. I'm no better than them. They offered me $1 million to put out the news that we're gonna exclude Tesla from the. And here's the thing, I got off course here, but the live streams I've been watching on Lucid, for instance, EV maker. These guys, even Rivian, they're losing their tail. Even with the subsidy, it costs them far more than they sell the vehicle for to make it. The only one that's truly profitable is Tesla. And they're profitable without the subsidy. Okay, and the word was that Lucid, without that subsidy, will probably go under very soon. Okay, we're going up here a little bit. So, and be forced into bankruptcy, and that Rivian was probably going to be not far behind. And I'm sure that the governor out there in California doesn't want Rivian going under, so it stands to reason that he's probably wanting to help them somehow. But because you take them subsidies away, General Motors, Ford, all of them, in anticipation of the subsidies being removed. Ford gave up on their electric pickup. Cybertruck is the biggest selling pickup in America for EVs, and now it's in the presidential, what do they call that, security service, when they move from area to area with the president, and they got a Cybertruck driving in that thing now. They took one over to SpaceX. I think Elon and Trump were in it. And they're bulletproof, stainless steel, bulletproof glass. And I will give you some good news here, and before I leave. There's word that Trump just loves his Cybertruck that Elon gave him. It's all decked out with the flag and MAGA stuff on it, and beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And word is that Trump just loves his Cybertruck. And so, you know how Trump is. He's already got one driving around with his motorcade, the presidential motorcade. It's been spotted a number of times now. And but he's talking about for military use, and I mentioned this in a live stream 6, 7, 8 months ago when they were hadn't even sold one yet. I did a live stream speculating. Grandpa was speculating his opinion. So anyway, yeah, Trump's. There's for the government use, okay, um, and for military use, it's for police and there's any number of I think the ICE agents are probably going to be riding around in Cybertrucks. Well, they're very quiet. The bad guys won't hear them coming. That's one positive. Second positive is when the bad guys shoot at them, they're bulletproof, glass and all. They're the police stations are buying them. Irvine, California, they're beautiful. They got them decked out with the lights and the painted blue and white and whatever, and just absolutely gorgeous when they get decked out. So, okay, yeah, yeah. Think about it. 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Watch your active trader price ladder and learn something. Like Grandpa's trying to learn stuff. It's fun to see what they do, and yeah, if they can make money in buying and selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of shares from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., going both directions, I'd say they're all going to be winners. Every one of them. Them guys aren't doing what they're doing thinking they're going to lose, I can tell you that. The loser is the retail, the little guy. They us. That's the rules are designed to take our money. If they tell you that they got a rule for your protection, just don't really believe that. And always expect the unexpected in Tesla. Expect it to do the unexpected. And have a cash account and just go along. Anywhere you buy this stock is a buying opportunity. They want you out of this market so bad they can hardly stand it. They want you to give up their shares so that they can have them. Because my opinion is that within 7 months, Tesla's going to be $1,000 to $3,000, if not. You just don't know. And we're headed to 10,000 in our near future per share. And then I believe we're going to go to 100,000. And Grandpa said this, don't let them take your shares. Just keep them. Buy more. If you get a little dip, buy a share and keep it. Give shares away. That's what Jeff is doing. I believe Pastor Keith said he's given some Tesla shares away to his daughter or whatnot the other day. And then Grandpa's going to do us some. Give some shares to some loved ones. One share can be life-changing. Even just one share can be life-changing for someone. For a young person, a 7-year, 10-year wait to get to 100,000, in Grandpa's humble opinion, Grandpa's a little crazy, but you'll find out that Grandpa's crazy, but sometimes Grandpa gets it right. But what I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares for $50,000 each. Do not blame Grandpa when a year later they're $100,000. Don't blame Grandpa when you sell your Tesla shares for $100,000 and a year later they're $500,000 each. Don't blame Grandpa. I should write a song and call it Don't Blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa. I always wanted to be able to have a good singing voice, but I never did. But what I did get, God gives gifts to all of us, and mine was irritation. Listening to Grandpa sing is irritating. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla stock. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla stock. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla stock. Hey, I'm going to be back about 9 a.m. and we're going to have fun. Think about eternity. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does.